Welcome back to the Tea List, where we talk love, growth, and everything in between. Today's question, one that is close for a lot of us, especially Black women. Are women too independent for love, or are we just evolving faster than the dating pool can keep up? Because let me tell you, the numbers don't lie, but the narratives we're fed, those definitely need a closer look. So, you know me, I don't like to just throw out numbers. I like research. So, let's start with the actual facts. Black women are out here breaking generational curses and records. We are the most we are the most educated group in the US by race and by gender. So give it up to us, ladies. So let me give you the actual number. As of 2022, over 30% of Black women had earned at least a bachelor's degree, and 12% had an advanced degree. Those are real receipts. Yet, despite all of this, only 29% of Black women are married, compared to 50% of white women. And close to half of Black women, about 48%, have never been married at all. Now, somebody tell me how that math adds up. So, a lot of people are bashing women for being single moms or acting as if they don't need a man. We need to really look at how we're raised. For me, for example, I remember my father, when I was young, vividly having a conversation with me saying, "You need to finish school, get your degree, because you don't want to have to depend on anybody." Now, I'm not saying that, our parents had malintent. They just wanted the best for us. So we're being told, focus on your education, relationships will come later on. So let me give you a little history. I went to an all-girl high school, which was predominantly white women. And in my class, there were only 5 Black girls out of, I want to say, 100 and something women. And as of recently, my best friend and I would go on Facebook and we see most of the girls we went to school with married. And we're like, what the hell? Like, why hasn't that happened for us? And what I think is that their parents raised them to be wives. And it's not like our parents were doing us an injustice or that they didn't love us. They felt like they needed to teach us to get our education, to get those degrees so that we can take care of ourselves. And I think the reason why they did that is because Black people are already looked down upon, right? We're seen to be ghetto, no class, no education. So they raised us, focus on your education, relationships will come later. And then all these Black women are over here becoming doctors, lawyers. And do they really have time to date? They're so busy focusing on their career that they did not, invest enough time into relationships. That's why I feel like there's a lot of Black women that aren't married. Like, a lot of men in my comments are saying there's a lot of single Black women because they choose the wrong man, and Black women are not given grace. I know from when I was raised to focus on my education, relationships will come later, and make sure you don't ever have to depend on nobody. Don't ask anybody for anything. If I do end up having more children and have a daughter, the way I was raised, I wouldn't raise her that way. Yes, get your education. I'd give her the ways on how to be a good woman to her man while also pursuing whatever dreams and aspirations she has in life. Because I still feel like you can pursue your goals and still be a wife. The Black girls from my class, we come from good families. Our parents are married. We all have our bachelor's degree, and some of us are even pursuing higher education. So we're told, get your education, secure the bag, and build your life. So we do that, right? And guess what we're told? You're too strong, too independent, or intimidating. So this isn't just about women. Let's talk about our men too. A lot of Black men feel like today's independent woman doesn't need them. And some say that makes them feel small. But maybe we need to redefine what being needed even means. And let me give you the research for what I just said. A 2022 Brookings report showed that Black men with the same education level as Black women still earn 30% less on average. And in cities, especially, Black women are out earning Black men regularly. So the shift in power dynamics, it's real. But is the solution to shame women for thriving or to support men in redefining masculinity beyond just being a paycheck? Men, we don't need you to compete. We need you to connect. There's a difference. Let's call out the real corporate here. Survival mode. The strong Black woman trope. Yes, it's powerful, but it can also be a trap. We're told to carry everything, fix everything, be everything. And then folks wonder why we don't lead with softness. Psychologists say hyper independence is a trauma response. The hyper independence, feeling like you don't need a man, I don't want a man, we need to really look deeper into that and see why that's even a thought. Like, there's no competition amongst partners. There shouldn't be a competition. And I feel like the hyper independence comes from trauma. And research from Georgetown Law shows that Black women are often adultified, expected to be more emotionally resilient, less in need of support. So when women show up guarded in love, it's not because we don't want love, it's because love hasn't always shown up. I can't say it enough. Our attachment styles are formed in early childhood. We have the ability to change them, but we first must recognize which attachment style we have. So when you see a woman who's like, I don't need a man, I got this, it's probably coming from trauma. The reality is, being independent doesn't mean you don't want partnership. Being successful doesn't mean you can't submit to love, real love, the kind that sees you and supports you. In a 2024 OkCupid study, Black women ranked emotionally availability as a higher priority than finances or looks. Women are not asking you to fix their lives. They're asking, can you handle a woman that already built her own? And women, the women listening, don't confuse emotional walls with strength. You deserve to be soft, to rest, to receive. So let's talk, my T-list fam. Ladies, has your independence come with a cost in love? Fellas, do you feel like you can still lead when a woman already has her life together? Now, everyone, can we stop treating Black women's success like it's a romantic burden? Drop your thoughts in the comments, share this episode, and let's shift the conversation together with honesty, love, and a little vulnerability. Please continue to sip on the tea that heals.